you got any final thoughts for the show?
Make jukes, not war.
Can we edit that out?
Nope. I had my game face on.
I think we can.
Hello and welcome to what is a very, very, very cool Team Transport set I managed to pick up on a random hunt in a random toy store. I did not expect to find this. Let's just say I was slightly pleased, as this has got to be one of my favourite Team Transports ever. Also say hello to the Screwdriver of Truth who popped out in the frame just a second. Of course, featuring many of my favourite sort of features on this Team Transport's rig that many others don't. Feature some fantastic card art and many other great things that I would like to show off for this Team Transport set and really show you the S15 and the aero lifter truck, and show you how great this sort of set is and why you should get one for yourself. Even if you are not a Japanese fan, it's still a great set to pick up. So, starting on card art, we'll have a look on the outside and the back, and just generally look at the card art of this. So for 2021, I believe, they changed the card art on the Team Transport. So instead of having the blister come all the way down and the sort of names read out coming down here, we've instead got them coming all the way down the bottom. I quite like it this way because it gives you a little stand that you can put them on there. Of course, rear ride is a metal on metal base with body. And of course, the card art, I think, is just utterly... Just give it a lift up and have a look. The card art is fantastic. It shows the smoke from the background of the S15 taking a little bit of a skid around the corner, and the aero lift trailer there just looking quite great. Of course, got the Hot Wheels Premium there, because this is a Hot Wheels Premium set. Moving over, we have Car Culture and Team Transports, which again are very nice. I love this sort of theme that they've got going, where they sort of use Japanese makes and models for these. Of course, next we have the range, the Ford C800 truck with the 65 Ford Galaxy, very similar to a set that was released in the past. We have the Mercedes-Benz 300 SEL 6.8 litre AMG and the Fleet Flyer. The Mercedes-Benz is actually called a Mercedes Grosser in other places, other parts of the world. And also, of course, the Nissan Silvia S15 Aerolift, of course, a very popular one from this set, and of course my favourite. Bunch of licensed stuff, and here is of course all these sponsors and stuff used inside of these sets. So let's break it open and have a look. Now, once broken free, this thing looks absolutely fantastic from every angle, and of course this McDonald's similar theme I think just works so well. It sort of takes hints from the real HKS drift car, of course an S15, with this sort of this sort of kit that they put on with the vinyl there, the flames sort of starting at the front and coming all the way back, which is sort of a Japanese theme that they use quite a lot. Zoom in just a little bit. You see mismatched wheels, but we'll take a look at that in a second. But all in, it matches very well, and actually something I really do appreciate with this is that a yellow line starts running all the way from the front of the truck, all the way over the top, as you can see. And then if we take a look at the S15, the same line can be followed all the way back to the very boot, which I think is a very cool feature, and I think it really does make a difference. It really does look cool. Now, taking a look at the Aerolift trailer first, we'll see, of course, it is still the same Aerolift we've seen many times before, including the Porsche RWB set, but it's still a very nice trailer or truck nonetheless, with lensed headlights, a nicely detailed grille, can move around. You can see indicators detailed very nicely here and here, and a very nice detailed interior with more sort of reflector lights up the top here, and nice mirror details all the way around. It's generally really well done. Wheels that suit it very well, even better than the RWB set, and those suit it very well. Fantastic NISMO and Advan liveries, or sort of decals coming all the way around. Just generally it looks fantastic, like a really good Japanese K-truck. If we open it up, you can see a nice ramp that you can drive your stuff on, take photos of it, etc. And of course including gear on it molded in, such as ramps, stoppers and stuff. I'm not a great trailer geek or truck geek. I don't know much about them, but I do know that this thing looks very, very accurate, given that it's an unlicensed fantasy cast, as it is. And of course, it is around 1/64 scale. As we take this fully 1/64 scale Duke and put it on the back, it's very accurate. It looks about the same as where it should be. It's about there. It's not big, it's not small, it's about where it should be. As I've seen quite a few of these. Actually, no, I haven't seen many of these in trailer, but I've seen one of them and it looks about accurate. It's not too big, not too small, it's about there, about 1/64. Now, moving on to possibly the best part of this episode, other than the Duke, we see my fantastic HKS Nissan Silvia. Now, if any of you guys don't know what HKS is, it's basically a Japanese company who develop Japanese turbos and kits for these type of 90s cars, such as the Silvia S15, and they're still around now, producing kits for newer cars, including Dukes, for kits for Dukes as well, which I thought was pretty cool, and we might possibly have to get something HKS soon, maybe not, maybe, I don't know. Now, there's been quite a few sort of releases of the S15, at least of this cast so far, and I have to say this one has to be my favourite. There's been Formula Drift ones, there's even been a clean white one which I've featured on this channel before, but this has to be my favourite, with a busy Japanese sort of street livery. I just absolutely love it. Advan on the front bumper, this is of course a spec R. Advan on the front bumper with HKS livery running all the way around, you can see, and a really nice turbo little decal there, which I thought was quite cool. Of course, NISMO and Advan featuring on one side there, not on the other. It just looks fantastic from all angles, and I love the fact that Hot Wheels are starting to bring up the window banners. Of course, the yellow HKS window banner there, which just looks fantastic. On the side, another thing I really like is mismatched wheels. The back's being yellow and the front's being red. And of course, the chrome lip really finishes off, making it look like a set of 3-piece wheels, which is authentic and something you genuinely use in this type of cars. It suits it very well. Window trims are even detailed as well, being black. They haven't been left alone. That really makes this thing look very premium, or even more premium than if it wasn't. The yellow feature is still flowing very well all the way around, and of course NISMO liveries down there, or livery vinyls and Advan vinyls there, and of course another look at that turbo piece right there, which I think is quite nice. Continuing on in the back, you'll see the HKS and NISMO and Advan livery or theme continues to the back, with a plastic wing there and lovely and sort of fantastically moulded rear lights, which really do look fantastic. I mean, tiny details such as that tiny little reverse light there. You can clearly define an indicator going around, and even different lights and bulbs inside of the light, which I think is a great step for Hot Wheels, and they are really starting to show how great they can be at making premium models. Of course, the Silvia badge is perfectly readable. Nissan badge there, the key or the key lock, the HKS sort of license plate there, and also another sponsor, and the huge Japan exhaust. So all in all, this is a fantastic set. Of course, I am slightly biased towards it being Nissan, but we'll just add another one in there for the funniness. But of course, it wouldn't be complete without a full-on recommendation from me, and I have to say this is fantastic. It's definitely worth the buy, even if you don't like Japanese stuff. It's fully detailed, it's very nice, and generally looks quite good, and will look great in racing dioramas and things like that. Of course, this video would not be complete without me taking some photos of these things, and of course making sure the Duke gets involved as well, as we always have to. So thank you very much everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. Stay safe everyone, have fun, and of course, stay juke'ing.